soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Faint lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come go the bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames of force I can't run from. I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well.
Welcome, Sin. And you're in fairly good company because I am a Fire Emblem novice. Once again, I am working with a new setup of sorts, so let me know how the sound balance is for you guys. Welcome, Super 10ZX. Welcome to the BumbleKast. Happy to have you. That's close enough. We'll get started. Welcome to BumbleKast Gaming. I'm your host, Ian Flynn, the Bumble King, and we're playing some Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, we are fairly deep into one of the three campaigns. So, if you were planning on playing this game, I hate to send you away, but I don't want to spoil anything for you. So, this is your last and only warning. This will be progression and potentially spoilery. Alrighty, I'll see if I can adjust that sound. That ought to do it. I hope. Hopefully, possibly, maybe. Alright, so for Sin, because he is brand new to Fire Emblem, and because I've played enough of this to consider myself competent, Fire Emblem is a very anime, medieval, tactical war game with a big focus on garnering the relationships between your multiple units. Alrighty, Super. Thanks for stopping in. Meant to give you the fair warning. This has no connection to Shadows of Valencia or Fates, but you don't want to spoil yourself, I guess. It's fun. I've enjoyed it, so hope you pick it up soon. Anyway, what you do, the gimmick of Three Houses is that you come to this place, the Monastery of Garakamak, and you, either your male or female avatar, is kind of press-ganged into becoming a teacher for the next generation of nobles and whatnot. And you choose one of your three houses. Think kind of Harry Potter-esque, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin type of thing. And the first third of the game is fairly the same across the board. Each house has a select group of students, and they each have their own storylines, so you can recruit students from other houses, but you're primarily supposed to be focusing on your own kids. Depends how good you are on multi-managing. And about the end of Act 1, the game takes a very serious change in direction. So, for reference, we are playing the Edelgard, Black Eagles route, where we sided with Edelgard. If you have no idea what that means, that's fine. Those who have played,
by making an enemy of the church,
you know where we are roughly.
Disorder is running rampant among the populace. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though. The well-being of Her Majesty is steadily improving.
Professor?
So there's all sorts of little conversations to find around the map. I want to be doing that right now. A little bit of inventory management, and then we'll see if we can maybe get to one of the
There were clashes
maps.
with the Kingdom Army near the Western Front. But this is the first time the Alliance Army has had an honest-to-goodness fight. I hear their leader's pretty competent. But the Alliance Army is pretty tough, too. Excuse me.
Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Berglis.
We met at the last
I'm
fight.
the guardian of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
There you go.
Ah, yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Hello, I'm Fleisch von Berglis. It's nice to meet you. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
Are you recruitable?
Ah, I'm the guardian of this place.
Nah.
Ah, yes.
I know
I've heard you...
There's a couple of plot-related characters that I had recruited that are no longer accessible due to story reasons. I wonder if they are going to fill that gap.
Since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit. But the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable, causing no end of hardship for the people.
The last 5 years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father.
Yeah, that did seem to blow
Nevertheless,
over.
I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
No, you can't. Cut your hair, hippie.
Within the territories of the Alliance, the Gloucester and Daphne houses dominate the West. House Gloucester has always supported the Empire. There's not much chance of them defying us. So all that needs to be done to restore peace in the West now is to crush House Daphne.
One of the interesting things about the divergent stories here is that there isn't a lot of lip service to the different stories. It is legitimately pretty distinct branches. Even just in the first act, there are characters and scenes that are exclusive to each version that gives you a different insight into the overarching story, which is neat. And unlike Fates, you don't have to buy 2 other separate games to get those storylines.
What's that look on your face? Surprised to see me? I'm a mercenary. Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights of Ceros. I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon. But I might change my mind if you're around.
I need to go to the greenhouse, get more flowers.
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I run out. Yeah, I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
I have to ask.
Oh, yeah. People call me Bernie Bear since I hole up in my den all the time. Not anymore, though.
You're adorable. Alright, let's do a quick jump up to Cathedral. Do we still have the counselor over here? Yes, we do. This is a mini game where various characters send in letters for advice. You have to figure out who it is and give them advice they want to hear. And then let's often give him nutritious hay. Yeah, let's do that one. Aha! That was the right answer. As you interact with your various units, they will become increasingly affectionate towards you and towards each other, which eventually builds up to scenes between the characters, which grants them boons on the battlefield, and reveals more subplot stuff.
After the battle 5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Hey, I was so surprised to hear that the Faith of Ceros was a sham, my eyes nearly popped out of my skull. But just because the church lied to us doesn't mean that the goddess isn't real. That's my take on it anyway. I'd feel very anxious with no one to pray to.
Part of the fun of doing this quest line is watching some of the characters and NPCs' mental gymnastics to justify sticking with my character.
Edelgard is controlling
It's been
the
solid,
Empire.
though.
She is putting the pressure on the kingdom and alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first, but corrupt nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor, the battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
Alright. Don't want to spend too long talking to people. No, we'll get it done. Alright, so we're going to harvest what we planted. Oh, very nice. The plants with the little green shoot icons are seeds that we can plant later. The ones with the package icons are plants that we can gift to other characters that raise their affection. And the little yellow person with the arrow shooting out of their butt, that is a permanent stat upgrade. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna... I need lots of gift flowers. So we're just gonna throw a bunch of blue seeds. See what happens. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but I don't know. I'll throw some Caledonian soil and some money at it. See what happens. You can harvest your plants once a week, but that's all part of a much larger time management minigame of this.
Oh my, it's so good to see you. These days, so many old friends seem to be disappearing. But you're here. It's incredible to see you again after 5 years. I have a feeling your name will go down in history. Thank you, Professor.
Excellent. All right. Little blue sparkles are things you can pick up. They can be food items, which you use to cook for meals, to make your peoples happy. It can be bait, which you use for fishing, which is for food, which you use to make your peoples happy. Sometimes it's crafting material to reforge your weaponry. I thought I already grabbed everything. There's a lot of map, as you can see, to run around in.
I have good friends in both the Alliance and Fargus, so this fighting weighs heavily on me. I can't bear the thought of battling the Knights of Seros to the death. I have to keep my chin up though, right? Let's press on together, Professor.
Pidgeot Tamer, you kind of missed the fire earlier when I was playing last night. That's not your fault. I didn't stream that. This is kind of the calm after the storm.
Here, Professor. It seems
We'll see if we'll
we're
get into a battle
just on
soon
the
enough.
warfront. I admit I'm feeling apprehensive about fighting the Alliance. No. I have to shelve my personal feelings. There are bigger things at play here. I'll fight with full force. I'm counting on you to lead us to victory, Professor.
Alright, that looks like I've caught up with everybody. Now I'm going to check out that sub-quest marker. Who are you? What do you want from me?
I need a favor.
A soldier has obtained information about the deserters. It seems they are skilled soldiers, so you should persuade them to join you. Okay. That's probably a battle map. Now let's see how we're doing on... That's the wrong menu. No. Goals, there we go. Alright, so every week or so you get a chance to focus your individual units' stat growth. Weapon types, magic types, and other such things. And those ranks allow you to reclass into different types of units, which get their own perks, which learn new skills. It's a lot to keep up with. And the more enthused your units are, the more you can teach them. So right now, up here at the top, Edelgard has the yellow smiley face. We can teach her a couple times. Hubert here is super enthused. We can teach him multiple times. Everybody's in pretty good shape, which is good to know. Alright, I don't need to do what I was going to do then. So, what does one do then? Let's go see what Alois can teach us. In the early game, only certain units can teach you can raise your own stats, but in the second act here, I believe everybody's open up.
At long last, we meet again.
Yes, we do.
I knew you were alive. I knew you could survive. And 5 years on, you arrive. We're reunited. I'm glad I kept watch for you in the downstream villages all that time. I was so devoted to finding you that I left the Knights of Seros. Now I serve no one other than you. I'll protect you, just as I promised Captain Gerald I would all those years ago.
What can you teach me? I am not learning anything to do with axes, I'm not learning anything to do hand-to-hand, and I'm not an armored unit. You're useless to me!
Professor?
Alrighty. Where is everybody? Can't do anything with Randolph or Flesh just yet. Shamir might be able to teach me something.
What's that? I never will. I might try.
I'm not really learning lances or bows. No, she can't. Alright. Bernadette, what do you know?
I can do this.
Bernadetta. Let's forget that last. You. Come on, guys. Oh, wait. Quest marker up here. And I missed a lot of people to talk to. Whoopsie doodles. Well, let's see this quest marker first. And I forgot to do the... out of the loop.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion, but you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you. And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
What can you teach me? Axe's leadership is good. One of the new additions to this version of Fire Emblem is you can recruit battalions, which are groups of NPCs that will do a one-off special attack for you. The better your leadership, the more accurate and potent those battalions are. And here is one of my favorite... God, he's spooky. I like Hubert. Hubert's fun.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us. However, due to interference from Houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation. Claude obviously hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only recently begun to take the fight to Alliance territory. I have a request for you.
And all those names and all that stuff is not just backstory fluff. That is legitimately part of characters you meet and regions you go to. This is almost Games of Thrones-y. What can you teach me, Hubert? Dark magic. I am really behind on reason. Let's do that. Hubert is a worrisome, very scary man. He makes no apologies for the throats he slits in the name of the greater good.
Professor,
Linhardt is
do you know
boring.
how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps. Well, as long as we weren't marching. Can't sleep much then. But it's not for want of trying.
Can you teach me anything useful? I might as well catch up on my reasons, so yeah, sure. Who's in here? Where is what? Hello, Hahnemann.
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside. I am happy to help her. It's strange, isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more. I am most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail. Wonderful news. I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
What do you teach? Might as well just go nuts on the reason here. Hahnemann, I mean, the voice acting overall is really solid. There are some standout performances. But Hahnemann feels like they could have gone further. Given his character type, I honestly would have preferred something a little more cartoony.
It's normal for history to be revised in favor of those who hold the power. The documents in this library are no exception. It's perfectly possible for someone to have made edits to them. But it's my belief that no one has the power to blot out the truth entirely. I like to read the same texts over and over again. That way, I can spot some of the truths hidden between the lines.
All these little yellow arrows here are books you can read, which are so much backstory. But I will not let you, I should say, read all that text. Let's see. Who is... missed on Marianne. Let's go talk to Marianne. How you doing, Marianne?
My adoptive father sent me here so our family name would be known. He doesn't care which side wins, the Empire or the Alliance. However, even if he tells me to come home, I intend to stay. I want to see this new world Edelgard dreams of.
And you teach... I might as well. Let's see. I think Manuela is sword and holy magic. We'll find out.
Who? After the battle fight, the cathedral we've done as for when I
Yes. Can we top off? Yeah, let's go ahead and get that B rank in holy magic.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Alright, 2 more rounds. Let's Petra teach.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire, but corrupt with you.
Swords and axes and bows and flying. We'll do swords. And one last round. We'll go Dorothea. Pretty sure she's got both types of magic.
Professor, it's incredible.
Oh, just reason. Huh, alright. Yay, we learned Bolognese.
There is still more to learn.
That bell means we have done all we can do in terms of interactions. I've talked to all the peoples. So we're going to wrap up this week. And we're going to go straight to the next mission. Didn't have time to train anybody up anyway. That's fine! Alright, so from here we can embark on the mission. We can go to the marketplace, which has a variety of items and weapon options. Certifications is where you change your unit type, but I don't think I've got anybody leveled up enough to do that just yet. I have no idea who needs what. It's easy to just do it from the menu, so we're just going to go into the mission. Alright, and that is a quest that we'll have to do later because we must do the mission, the Great Bridge Coup. The Black Eagle Strike Force has an unexpected encounter with someone thought to have died years prior. That's not me? Amidst the joy, your forces prepare to invade Alliance territory. Let's go! Also, for reference, I am playing on super duper easy mode. Oh, wait,
the
narration.
The crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire. As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile,
The Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seiros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Myrddin to establish a bridgehead.
Visual aids are so nice in this. Right, so playing super easy mode in which Fire Emblem is no.
We're about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin. But first, allow me a moment of your time.
But first, Hubert, allow me a moment of mine. Right, so Fire Emblem is kind of known for its brutal difficulty, and only very recently have they taken pity on people like me who have no tactical skill whatsoever. So normally, if you lose a unit during a battle, that's it. They're dead, they're gone, you lost everything, no getting them back. In this version, in the mode that I'm playing, characters that die simply come back in the next mission. Any experience they gained during the battle is retained, and if your player unit, the green-haired lady, normally in Fire Emblem, if your main unit dies, that's it. That's the end of the mission. Doesn't matter how far along you were. In this version, in this mode rather, everyone has to be wiped out before you lose. It is the most hand-holdy thing I can do, and so far, it's been treating me well. What do you need, Hubie?
It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel.
Called it!
Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea at first. Our enemy is the Church of Seiros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now. Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
Man, it's satisfying to be right when you predict stuff. Also, don't let Hubert fool you. He is not normally that genteel. He is normally, like, full-on serial killer, stalker Dracula, and it's great. Alright, what do we got here? I have my Super Sword, Steel Sword, Vulnerary, Armor Slayer, Silver Shield. That's good. Hubert. Vulnerary. He does not need that. Whoops, no. I'll mess with that in a minute. Marjorie, I might want to steal from him. Magic Staff is good. Doesn't need that Rusted Lance. Dorothea, Training Axe as a backup? Nah, just get rid of that. Bernadette, you know what? Alright, so we'll just put this away for now in case she picks up something. Edelgard, Steel Axes, all good. Hand Axes, all good. Ooh, what are you? Creststone Weapon Design. Alright, so we'll keep that on hand in case she needs to really wallop something. So we got a big Steel Axe for most battles. We got a Hand Axe for ranged. Iron Shield to buff defense. Hammer in case she runs into something armored. And that in case she runs into something even worse. Cool. Vulnerary. You don't need that. And you know, you don't need that. And you are going to equip that. Alright, he should be good because he is basically a walking tank. 11 sword, steel sword, iron sword is backup. Why do you have 2 vulneraries? Alright, Manmo is good. Training axe, you can put that away, you're not going to use it. Steel bow, silver bowl maxed out, very cool. Steel sword just in case. Speed rings on. Iron shield just in case. Cool, cool, cool. Bernadette, mini bow, good. Steel bow, cool. I'm going to equip that. Iron bow is a backup. Blessed lance just in case things get hairy. You're going to be shooting magic anyway. Put that away for later. Healing staff, cool. Rusted axe, that goes away. You can't use that anyway. And you're not going to be fighting. You're fine. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. That doesn't need to be in the inventory. You are going to be shooting things with magic. You don't need a sword, but that's fine. Steel lance, killer axe, cool. Yep. 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 Don't use you, don't use you. Alright. Now for units. Who are we sending in? We send in everybody. Ferdinand. Nope, 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 nope. Wait, Edelgard's not on the field? Oh, yes, she is. What in the world? Alright, so we're going to have Ferdinand going to be the adjunct to Edelgard. That means Edelgard is the active unit, but Ferdinand is technically on the field with her. He can provide an extra damage. He can block hits sometimes. He also gets a little bit of experience. Let's see. Mary Ann. I can set one more adjunct. Who do I want to send in? You know what? Caspar needs to hit some things in the face. Manuela, you need a chaperone. Alright, so there's my units. Let's take a look at the map. Defeat the enemy commander. All my dudes die. That's an easy enough mission. Alright, so we're not going to deal with anything back here. My units are split into 2 forces. That's fine. Lots of bridges. Oh, there's a chest. A chest and a ballista. Oh, it's like Christmas. Alright, there's a lot of dudes here. A lot of dudes here. Another chest there. A lot of dudes here. Not a lot over here, though. That's cool. Alright, so I'm going to need 2 chest keys. Now, Petra can open that by herself. Right? She still has that skill, doesn't she? There we go, Lockditch. Alright, so Petra's cool over there. No, wait. Petra, you switch with Shamir, darling. Alright, you go over there, and then that chest is way up there. Do I have room? Yeah, we'll just give you a key. Mom's out of chest keys. Alright. Looks like a good place to start. We'll save all that for the Nessing. And let's get to it.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Murden. a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
All right. Now, what you're seeing here, the blue tiles are my movement. That's how far I can make it in a turn. Red tiles are the range that I can attack in. You'll see with other characters like Mercedes here, the green tiles are how far her support magic can reach. This is not every single spell she has. This is just kind of giving you a general idea of what you can do. You can toggle individual enemy units to see what their attack range is, what their movement range is, or you can toggle it completely to see, where you're in danger. Where we are, because we have 2 mounted units, everywhere is a target. So, never mind.
Let's clean up.
Alright, so we're going to start off with Shamir here, going to attack with that steel bow. No, can we finish it off with, iron bow. I'm going to pop him off real quick.
Thinning their numbers.
Not that I have a ton of experience with Fire Emblem, but to me, the archers seem especially strong this time around.
Ernie's unstoppable.
Archers are your long-range physical attackers. Usually can't handle anything up close in the face.
I'll cut a bloody path.
That's Hubert. What do you have on right now? You have... that's why I wanted the speed ring on you. Oh, well. Manuela, can you hit him from here? No, you cannot. Can you get in front of Shamir? No, you cannot. Well... Dorothea, I'm going to move you up because you're probably going to need to heal somebody.
For the Empire.
Edelgard is a walking tank. She's amazing. Byleth, we're going to move you up. We're just going to switch to the steel sword because the Sublime Creator sword there at the top does a lot of damage, has huge range, but it cannot be fixed unless you take a week to rest. There's other ways to do it, but that's the easiest way, and I don't like spending time like that. So we're going to wait over there.
I will.
Petra is going to move on up.
Let's make this
Scythia is slow.
At your service.
You know what? Mercedes can go on up, do a little dance.
Appreciate.
I forgot to turn on those animations. Let me turn that back on real quick. Because there are ways that you can play this where, if you're doing a mini map where you're not really going to worry too much about what's going on, like you're fighting small units for just EXP, you can turn off the animations so it gets a bit faster. That's not going to work. Combat cards. Is that going to kill him? No. Is that going to kill him? No. Dadgummit. Well, fine. We got Goddess Icon. Well, that guy shouldn't be able to kill her. She should be fine. Fine. Now, one of the skills I made sure to put on my archers as soon as I could is Close Counter, which means if they are attacked up front, they can still respond. Normally, they would just stand there and get punched in the face. That's one of those battalion attacks I was talking about earlier. It missed. He's an idiot. I win. Ha. You cannot hurt the Petra. But the Petra can hurt you. Oh, that's satisfying.
My heart burns with pride. War fuels my body and mind.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
You're weak.
Oh, you're trying to hurt the Edelgard. That does not work. I only got 4 attacks on it. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty, so that went wonderfully. Now, because we're on a ballista here with Petra, and Petra is a bow unit, she can use the ballista to attack anything in here. Who do we want? Nope, nope, wait, I mean, use... There we go. Woo! Alright, we can hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Yeah, alright. Let's try to kill off that archer, do a little bit of splash damage. Nope, just the guy. Oh well. Advance the squishy mages. Oh wait, no, we can dance. The dancer class gives you a second round of movement.
Thank you.
Which means we get to fire the ballista again. You say that, Tamer, but trust me. Edelgard is an absolute beast. Maybe I should start cutting across here, since they take so long. Alright, let's zoom in a little because it's a little hard to see from here. Oh, he is a big boy. Hot back step. Put an arrow in his gizzard. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, we'll do that. Get her a bit of experience. Manuela, if you please. That will do nicely. Thank you, madam.
One of us had to die.
You absolutely can dance as much as you like. What is this guy's range? You know what? We'll play it safe. I don't know how hard he's going to hit. And typically your squishy mages like Dorothea can't take a physical hit too well. Oh, you're still here. Oh, Hubert. Show him the folly of his ways. Let's cast Death. What do you know? Death killed him. Oh, when'd you get over here, dude? Might as well send my own character do some work. Oh. I don't want to waste the battalion. No. Thunder? Yeah, alright. He tried to Shoryuken me.
This could turn the tides. There's still...
Alright, I can already tell this stream is going to go over the time because I want to show you guys the full map. But that's fine. We're in this for the long haul. Oh, she is in range. What is maximum range? I'll move up here. And move up here. That's probably not going to aggro anyone, but I hate spending a turn taking damage. Clank, clank. Oh, he's heading up for the mages. Ha-ha! Marianne. Introduce him to the pain. Nosferatu? Is that really not going to be enough? You know what? Let's have Shamir soften him up. Yeah, alright. You can use special techniques that will do extra damage or hit from ranges they can't normally attack from, but they do bonus damage to your weapons. Your weapons take damage each time they're used. Alright. Bye-bye.
Now there's a way forward.
Same goes for magic. You don't have magic tomes like you do in so many other Fire Emblem games. Instead, you have a limited number of spell uses. Cynthia, how are you still out of range? Why did I not put the speed ring on you? Dadgummit. Really? I can't hit that other archer? Yes, I can. Probably be better just to finish off some of these guys, though. First, we'll get you. Just so Lissy doesn't get a fistful of spikes. She does the Mercedes bend.
Inspired.
And Petra. A squishy archer. Heavily armored dude, but I have magic guys. Yeah, we'll just finish him off. Alright. Manuela runs on up. Use that beautiful Levin sword. God, I love the Levin sword.
Whatever helps me survive.
That's a win for everyone. Can't let this power go unused.
I'll give you a lance later, buddy. Dorothea can just move on up. Bernadetta, can you hit anyone from there? With Deadeye, you can. And you can take him out. Nice! Probably should pay attention to the accuracy ratings on these. But why when I'm just mowing these people down?
Home again soon.
Tink, tink, tink. Aha! 4,
Only
nice.
Strong survive.
Move Edelgard on up. And Hubert. And Bioth. And they're not advancing. Alright. Oh, wait! What?
Judith! I'm so glad you're safe. Claude sent me here with reinforcements.
Why do I have to put up with orders from that false leader?
Because you're from the smallest noble house in all the Alliance, you whiner.
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Alright, I don't think that was a matter of I didn't do the map fast enough. I'm pretty sure once you clear a certain number of units, that's going to happen regardless. Leone here is one of the students that you can be friends with and be happy with, and oh man, I'm going to have to kill her. That's going to be rough. So let's just put an arrow through that wyvern right now. Do not want to deal with that. And move you out of the way. Dance. Not a huge fan of these ambush tactics. Yeah, pop that off. Alright. Wyvern is neutralized at least. Scythia, oh, I don't like you being so close to the arrows, but I also want you to... Can you take out Leone first thing? I can do it! And, that puts her at risk, but I'm terrified of Leone by herself, let alone on a horse. Better to just get it done with.
Doesn't matter who you are. to the Empire. Judith, I'm sorry. I leave the rest to you.
Can I spare her? No? Oh, she's very dead. Oh, that is uncomfortable.
Leone, you had such a full life ahead of you. I wish I could take your place.
There's no reason I should die in this place. It's time for me to return home.
You little... Huh. Okay, so that sucked, but that also was good. Marianne, can you rescue? No. What do you have? Magic-wise. Just nothing. Well. I guess I can just wait there, I guess. Alright. And didn't notice this fellow right here, he's also one of the students. Oh, this is uncomfortable. But that's kind of the nature of the game, ain't it? Might as well advance. I can't really stop them from shooting me. Move Dorothea in to heal when I inevitably get attacked. Can't really heal from yet. That's fine. Judith isn't going to advance unless I get super close. So I can start moving around to the side here. And move on up.
This is it. Claude, I'm sorry. I couldn't defend the bridge. All who are able, retreat!
Oh, they're gonna run for it!
Don't let her escape. If we can take her out now, the Daphnal territory will be ours. That will allow us to march safely through the Alliance.
Oh, shoot. Okay. That changes things significantly. And she's running fast. Probably would be useful to have mounted or flying units right now. Nice dodge. Not a nice dodge. Nice counterattack, though. Oi.
I've got no time for mercy.
Alright, what can I do with the ballista? I can start to take out Ignatz.
I am helping Claude build the future of Fodlan.
Not for long, buddy. Fast forward through this. We've seen the dance. Really, you're going to survive with 1 HP, buddy? Alright.
I can't die yet.
Let's go ahead and take him out first. Can I take him out first thing? Yeah. Do I have Nosferatu on her? Yes, I do. Let's do it that way. Dodge, dodge! No! Took a gamble, lost. But she's not like dead for realsies because I'm playing simple mode. That would have been a lot more anger-inducing otherwise.
I'm giving this all I've got.
Alright. I should have been pushing forward a lot harder, a lot faster. Alright, take out Ignatz before he's a problem.
I should have known this would happen.
He just wanted to paint.
And now he is painting the floor with his blood. You just kill a child. Oh, no, he's an adult. Okay. Brave bow, cool. What do you do? Nice. You can go away, Iron Bill.
Ignatz, damn it! Such a good kid. He died too young.
Alright. Push as hard as I can here. Oh, dick, I should have seen what the combat arts were. And Hubert is being slow. Guess I'll try to push up the middle. Oh man, she's gonna get away. Let's do it. How'd you do it?
Time for your last dance.
Thank you, Dorothea.
Only thorns left on this rose.
Oh boy, okay. And the ballista cannot reach that far. Alright. Petra, I need... I need you to run like the wind.
Thank you. Leave it to...
Oh, everyone is going to be attacking her. Combat arts. Curved shot. Steel bow. Nope. Not him. Not. Why is it targeting him? Nope. Not banging of monsters. Grounder. No. Curved shot. Steel bow. No, 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 no. Get frabbit. Ah. That's the best I'm going to be able to do against this guy. Might as well just hit him. I may have just gotten Petra killed.
Each battle a victory. War fuels my...
Can you hit her? No. Dad, gummit.
Going for the kill. Stay down.
They admire you.
Boy, oh boy. Bow of Zoltan. That's a good thing to have. It doesn't do me much good right now. Yeah, okay, fine.
So helpful.
Oh, nice! I mean, not great. I don't want to lose Petra, but oh, it aggroed her enough. I might be able to catch up now. Yeah, you guys just keep running. I don't care about you. Yes, thank you. Oh, that was what I was worried about. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you just saved my game.
I am nearing my limit.
Let me repay the favor. Nah? Alright. Let's see here. Dorothea. Set her on fire, please. And Petra. Finish this. Oh, wow, I got lucky.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
Alliance soldiers! Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Whoo! Ah. I shouldn't have stayed on the ballista so long. Alright, so we'll see the Fallout scenes from that, and we'll call it a night.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its horn.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the Professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives. When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the Professor's power.
I hate fighting. But with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard. Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the Professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician. Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Murden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
That's pretty straightforward. Also, for reference, that tiny little sprite at the bottom, I am controlling its movements with the gyroscope in the Wii controller. Not the Wii controller, Pro controller, whatever you call this thing. There is no other usage for the gyroscope. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you. Interesting. I've never thought of him like that. However, I know you have a keen eye for potential.
I also watched a play through Claude's story,
as
so...
leader of the Leicester Alliance, he has managed to protect his entire territory all this time. Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Murden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre. Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Then it's time to tip the scales. That's a Fire Emblem reference, if you didn't. Alright. Sunday. In which I will be running around Garrick Mach yet again, talking to everybody yet again, picking up things off the ground yet again, and raising my personal stats yet again. You get the general idea of how this game works now, right? So thank you for joining me for BumbleKast Gaming Live. This has been Ian Flynn, the Bumble King, and I'm signing off. Have a good night, everybody.